Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Long time no see.
Yeah, well, my office flooded, and then I got sick, and then Mom got sick, and then we canceled going to Chicago, and then about 45 minutes ago, I dumped a cup of tea into my mic case. So I would say it's been an interesting time.
Yeah.
The past 3 weeks have been a little bit much, and I would appreciate if it just like came down a couple degrees. But other than that, everyone's still alive.
Yes, you know what
Okay.
I got a drink for tonight. It's not sponsored, but I love the name. It's Alive Kombucha. It's the only one I like. I don't really care about kombucha that much.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like,
But
when the threshold is everyone's still alive, it's been a very long couple weeks. Like that is the threshold we're at. Like everyone's still alive. Like,
yeah, that's important. I'm glad that you're getting better first, and I am really glad that we're here. So
Yay.
I did go to Chicago.
Did you?
Oh yeah, and I think David is here.
I don't know. Seems to be a pretty quiet chat this evening so far.
Yeah.
My chat isn't loading.
So I met a couple of people that comes to see our show. And Amy, oh yeah, Chicago was so much fun. Amy gave me a Wonder Woman thing with stickers.
So much fun.
She says, "Oh, I have something very corny for you," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is the best things that can make me happy. This is one of them."
Yep.
And
you had a good time.
And this is for another meeting. Maybe we should invite Claire to talk about the whiskey tasting, because we did something fun at the whiskey tasting, which is me not registering for the whiskey tasting, but going anyway.
Aww.
I put Claire to write after every drink the whiskey name and everything. By the number 4, it was chaotic, and we were the worst student in the classroom. Just saying. But we had fun.
Aww.
It's always a good event, and it's always an event that's so like there are culty, for lack of a better terms, things that each pen show does. And that is very much a Chicago thing.
Well, something that happened also was that I didn't say anybody that I was going, especially my pen pals that are from Indiana. And they were right at the lobby when I got to the hotel, and they went bananas, just start screaming. And I've been having correspondence with them since during COVID, actually. And we got to meet at, I went to Indiana one time, and then we met in and out at Chicago Pen Show. But this time I said, I will go quiet. Everybody was saying, "Oh, I arrived at that time," whatever. And I say, I'm going to surprise them. And that was what happened. I got surprised that they were all together at the lobby. And yeah, finally we got together.
Yeah, like Mom and I started to get quieter about our travel to and from pen shows. Mostly because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You might get delayed on the road. The last thing you want to do is stress people out for no reason if you're running late. And so we just sort of stopped talking about it. But Mom's still sick. I'm over the bug. But there was literally no way. We woke up on the Wednesday that we were supposed to be leaving, and she went, "There's no way I could be doing Chicago on the weekend." And I went, "Yeah, because if we were doing Chicago, we would have been leaving at 4:30 this morning." There was
it was a tough drive.
Yeah.
We got lots of traffic everywhere, basically. So we got the rush hour at Toronto, and then we crossed the area of Detroit. It was massive. And then we got Chicago. That was the worst. We were like almost so slow. It took us like 13 hours to get there.
Yeah. Like there was no way.
And Amy says Chicago was freezing. Indeed.
Okay, but was it worse than, I was gonna say it wasn't worse than last year, but I don't know that you went last year, did you?
I didn't go
Okay,
last
because
year.
last year, by Sunday, vendors, including us, were wearing the black tablecloths as like Jedi robes. So like
This
it was bad last year. The Thursday last year was really hot, and that was the issue. Thursday was really hot, and then it took 3 days for the building to cool down, and so by the Sunday it was freezing.
Yeah. What I found freezing was a little bit at the beginning when we got there to the hotel. And because we had such a nice weather before, it was like a drop, really a big drop. So we felt really cold. And we didn't, well, I always carry some kind of a coat or something, so I didn't suffer, but my husband was underdressed at one point. So he's like, oh my God, I cannot go. We went to a restaurant and he was like, oh my God, I need my jacket. And where is my jacket? And no jacket to be seen.
Yeah, no, like last year, I feel like, I'm sure there are pictures of me at events in Chicago. Like, I feel like I was going out to dinner events in like short sleeve dresses. Like, it was not, compared to here in May, there was warm last year. But it's just been I feel like spring hit early in the States and here, but it's been like warm for a couple days and then really cold.
Yeah.
For a couple days and really cold. Yeah. As David said, it was colder outside this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit colder, but it was warmer inside with all the beautiful people that I met and incredible meeting and seeing friends, like the most important part about the shows is just to meet the people that go to the show and chat and see again and look at very beautiful pens and some people sharing nice nibs that I haven't seen before and tried. It was fun. It was really fun. And then, even though I was behind the table, I managed to make a lot of damage on my budget. So that was no exception. I got lots of pens. My husband helped me out to spend and get pens.
Were you there with Tasha?
I was with Tasha, and Claire was there at Tasha's table, and Suzanne. And then we met, Lori went for one day. So I met Lori, and then I met a couple of people from Canada, and then the people from Indiana. And then I met David, and then I saw Amy. And it was like really, really nice encounter of friends and chatting with everybody.
Yeah. I love, like, Chicago is by far my favorite show. Like,
the venue I like more this year.
Oh, but see, we were there last year, but you weren't there last year.
No,
and I really liked last year.
Yeah,
everything
was open. So we had the big showroom, and then there was a alleyway at the entrance, and then the stairs down, the ink chair, and then another room downstairs, and then the conference room for the whiskey tasting and workshops. Many workshops. Jeannie. My friend Jeannie that sells paper, she did a workshop in journaling, and I got my two friends doing that workshop, and they were hooked right away. And now, hopefully, my pen pals are doing sticker journaling like I love to do.
Yeah, like I was so happy when they moved to that hotel last year.
Yeah.
Because the hotel that we were in I think 2024 was not, it just didn't flow. It was dark. It didn't flow. whereas this new venue works so well.
Yeah.
And it's just a much nicer setup. Plus, there's the mall across the street, making it so much easier to get food.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We got actually to the
Much
restaurant.
easier to
at the-
get food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we went out with different people every night last year, the restaurants at the mall. But that was so nice because there were so many options.
Mhm.
Very nice. So I got basically, as I always say, I got some maker's pen, and then I got some brand pens that I was looking for. I was excited actually to see Bart and get some Zodiac pens that
Mhm.
were in my radar, and he had nice resin, so I got a couple of those ones. Then my husband got a Mondu fountain pen. My husband has fountain pens because I give him fountain pens. He has a nice collection of vintage mixed with modern pens, but he never went to pick up a pen on his own. And this show was the first to pick up his own pen. So he got a black pen. Oh, there was a Brown Pen Society
Yeah.
registration. So this is the Mondu
Nice.
pen. And I got nice inks from Tasha from
Ooh.
the collection. Oh my God,
Ooh.
the packaging of these ones are
Oh,
so
I think
amazing.
that one in Philly.
Look at this.
What color is that? Is that red?
Oh, this one is kind
Blue.
of black. This one is a brown, and this one is a green. So they are all kind of grayish colors. So the brown is gray brown. The one that it looks like black is kind of a grayish black, and then the other one that is the green, it's like an olivey, very very cool tone green.
Nice.
So those are the new Tasha inks. Then I got Claire gifted me this Tom Studio pen to match my Magna Carta.
Ooh.
Surprise. And then Amy gave me this one.
Oh, that's the one I have too.
Oh, you have this one?
Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
And then I went to speak with Sven Ink, like he gets this ink, and he's fascinated by the idea of creating inks and maybe a future collaboration with us. We talk like, maybe who knows? He makes inks. So I was at the booth watching him work, and I was fascinated by it. And I say, well, maybe we should create ink with them. And then this one is like kind of like the pen that I was looking at the show.
So they brought back, huh?
Bungu box. So I have the other ones. So that means that this one will complete the collection up to date.
The release of the limited edition.
Oh,
Okay.
look at these.
Very nice.
The fact that you can see that little sakura inside the barrel of the converter from the pen, I love. And well, pink is beautiful.
It's the time of the year.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
Oh,
Ooh,
so
very
that's
purple.
that's your first
So
one.
that was the splurge of the weekend.
Ah.
Ooh.
Flex.
Yeah.
Gold.
Nice.
18. Oh. So this was the most expensive, but I'm in love with all the things that I got. Oh, and I got a Bennu. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a model. It's a new model. I actually have the name of everything, but I don't remember at the moment. And these are the two Zodiacs. So that's my haul. There you go. I will showcase the haul later with the samples. One is blue. One is kind of like a mixed gold with black and kind of purple.
Did you spend your Mont Blanc budget?
No, that's not that. That's
what I was afraid of.
No, this is what happened. Listen, I receive, you know that last year I worked for Loretz, is a Japanese company, whatever, and we didn't get to finish the weekend because everybody was leaving. So Susan says, Karina, I have good news. Loretz sends you something. And then that something went all here.
Oh,
So, boom, not
Yeah.
too much damage, but
I've done that before.
money that I got, I spent, plus the money that I received, I spent all.
See, but you just like it's like the fact that like YouTube money from AdSense and memberships is pen money. You're just rolling you're rolling money you made from selling pens into buying pens. It's just pen money is staying as pen money, becoming more pens.
Yeah.
It's just not leaving the pen world.
Yeah, that's it. And then I didn't have time to speak with anybody at the table. So when I went to get the menu, and Bryce says, I didn't know you were here. I didn't know you were here. So I saw just by chance I was walking, and then they were hiding behind the Atlas booth. But the Atlas booth has this shelving unit that is blocking everything to the other side. I didn't see them. So then I was like, oh my God, Bryce, I need this.
Yeah, I've gotten really good at pen shows at shopping before the show floor technically opens.
Yeah.
Like as soon as people are set up and drinking coffees,
Yeah.
as long as I've got a vendor pass, I'm going to be standing there. I'm going to be drinking my coffee. I'm also going to be picking out what I'm going to buy as soon as you've got your processing system up. And
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I do.
sometimes
Right?
I'm just gonna make a pile and say, I'll pay you later. Once you're
what
set
I
up
did
for the
with
day,
this
I'll
one.
pay you.
This one sold out in the very first day, almost. And they had a couple extra fine for Saturday. And then they were like, okay, we have only 2 left. So they didn't put it out. They just had the sign. And I say, you have anything less? Well, we have an extra fine, but we're saving it for whomever is like, come. And I say, no, that's whomever is me. So save it. And it was sold out right away. So they sold, I don't know how many on Friday, and then on Saturday they have this stock, limited stock, and they were gone.
Yeah, they tend to. They did the same thing for Coffee Monsters last year. They tend to limit for the shows.
Yeah,
but it's apparently it sounds like a pen Ponzi scheme when we roll money back into the pen world. It's not too I want to say it's far off. It's not that far off. Like,
yeah, they have this limited. Well, there were many brands that I wanted to purchase, but then it was too much. Like I already spent a lot of money, and then I said, maybe next time. So I went to speak with Hello Tello. Actually, he was the one that I saw his pen.
Yep.
This one made of ebonite that I wanted to get with acrylic on the other side. And I was like, okay, not today, but the last day I saw him and he was putting things away. And I said, I was late and I have no more money. So I will see you at DC Pen Show. And he's going. So that will be my maker's pen at DC.
My rule is to never go to a pen show on a Saturday. Saturday at a pen show is always going to be chaotic. There is literally no pen show that I've ever been to or seen where Saturday is not chaos, because Saturday you get everyone who has been working every other day shopping the show.
Yeah, there was one thing that I noticed that Chicago has versus other shows is that they receive lots of new people interested in just walking through the show without knowing anything about fountain pens and end up going out of the show with a fountain pen, which is amazing.
I've always thought that Chicago does a good job advertising it.
Love it.
they do a good job advertising it, which a lot of pen shows do really poorly. Like, we are a very like insular group of people at times, where we advertise in like our own world, and sometimes we'll advertise to different art groups, but we don't really post ads about it anywhere. And Chicago, though, I didn't see them this year because I wasn't looking for them, but in previous years, like they've advertised on different like event boards that the show's happening. So
And
I
many brands,
think that helps.
yeah, many stores and brands, they actually had a kind of like a promotional pen to sell, so a kind of an entry level pen to sell that was nice. And many brands actually went there. So the fact that I got a Magna Carta there is because they were there. And
Yes.
I love Magna Carta.
Like, it takes
Oh,
Magna Carta,
that's nice.
like,
I just
was
finished.
trying to get. I actually didn't know until Magna Carta was processing it, until posting about it, that they were going. But it does make sense that they were able to get a table. So on this note, luxury brands across from Atlas was nuts and swashed. You'll notice that most of the big vendors are all in that area. Yeah. Normally, luxury brands, Coles of London, Pilot. I don't know if they attended this year, but normally Navaler, Omos, Faber-Castell, when Sailor through Sam Pro sends a team. All of those people are all very clustered around Atlas. That is because Atlas carries a lot more inventory than they do.
I know.
And Atlas, in most cases, is people's payment processors. So they all have to be close to Atlas, because Atlas is who has, well, tables might have pens to test. Most brands don't have pens to sell. If you go try something at Pilot is going to send you to Atlas to purchase. And it's a lot nicer if those tables are right near each other.
Yeah.
Versus across a like split between floors. And that was an issue last year. Faber-Castell was in the basement. And so for processing payments, there had to be a runner.
Oh,
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be in the same cluster, which does make it crowded. But there are logistics at play that just make things complicated. The suggestion of Kirk moving to the other side of the room is interesting, because that would.
Oh my God, Kirk has had the biggest lineup waiting for the nib grind.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same as San Francisco. I'm thinking about it because I just applied for Stationery Fest to be a vendor next year, and it's the same people. And so in the application, it was stated very, very clearly, you cannot choose where you want to be. We will do that.
And I would say, like, there are some vendors that always are in the exact same place in Chicago. Like, some people just have their section, some people just have their room. But at the end of the day, like, there are so many logistics that go into a pen show, because a lot of the time, individual brands will not have their own payment processors for events. So there are lots of different shows where if you know what you're looking for, you'll realize who's running payments for who at pen shows.
Yeah. For me, it was fun. I think I could have visited a little bit more the hall. I sent my husband to do my traditional sticker and washi. He got me a mini pen rest and couple of cards that I was looking for, and look at the cutie.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
yeah. So little stuff. I think I love Tourist Station and Francisco. They are next to each other. There is a good vibe around there because they actually sell stationery that I normally go and need for the show. So
yeah, my husband disappeared there a lot because he was like, she carries the new stickers that he really likes birds. So it was like disappearing there and buying from her.
Yeah, there is a mention about Ryan Krusak going to the show. Oh my God, his work is outstanding.
Yeah.
So unique. Just fantastic. I would say that if I have to think about something Grail pen type, that would be the brand that I will go for. After seeing all the pens that he brought to the show, there are some that I would like to have in my collection.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I can get a little spot at the pen show here too. So I can actually, make some money.
That would be awesome, Marina.
Somebody.
Marina, if you get a table, let me tell you.
I'm not gonna get a table, but I'm hoping one of the vendors might help.
Look, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I go help. No need. If you need a helper, just to be there. That's it.
For the next year, I'll let you know. For San Francisco this year, we'll see if I can get like a little sliver of table of someone's. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that will be so good.
Maybe Bart will be my friend. We'll see.
Hey. That would be so nice. Do you wanna? Sorry, I just need to read the thing and I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, it's just my response. Somebody said the problem with that is Atlas didn't have that many pilots out for sale, and they wouldn't because the assumption is you've been to Pilot, you've figured out what pen you want, and you're just coming to Atlas to purchase. They're not going to have pens out. They're not going to take up their demonstration space with pens that you can go to the distributor and see every single pen. There's no point.
Interesting.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
it's one of the things that I've only learned the more I work booths that do have limited space. Like with Navel or Omos, we will put one of every colorway out, but we will often only have one of every colorway out, even if that resin comes in, a billion variations that people can choose from. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Because I know when I've purchased Pilot in the past at pen shows, I try something at the Pilot booth, and Pilot tells me to go to. The first year, Pilot told me to go to Atlas because it was at Chicago, and told me exactly what to ask for.
Yeah. So Pilot was there, and Pilot was there. They did giveaways, the same as Esterbrook and the same as other places. So there were many raffles, I would say. But Pilot was there, and then I went to ask for a price just before the show started, and they were kind of in defense because we are in Tasha, and they had the Nakaya. Sorry, not the Namiki. They had the Namiki, and they kind of compete side by side with the Tasha, Makie, and Chinkin. And they were like, "Why do you ask?" "Oh, I like Pilot." Like, it's not that because I am behind the table of Tasha, I would not appreciate what they sell. But yeah, especially the guy that came from Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I was like, I'm surprised at the fact that like the Americans would be like that. But
No.
I know who you're talking about. I'm like,
Because he was the only one that was there when I went to ask.
yeah, I would not have asked.
Oh no, you should have told me.
You didn't ask.
Oh,
You didn't say anything to me, Kari.
I just left.
There are people
This is
I'll ask questions like that to, and then there are people I will not ask questions like that to.
so my day was incredible. I had work, and then I went to appointments, and then early appointments, and then driving. So it was like a non-stop, back to back, no sleeping for over a couple of days. And I'm back again. Yeah.
I have to say that's the one thing that I didn't miss was the fact that like I knew that if I was at Chicago, one, I really wanted to go. I really wanted to see people, but I also knew that if I was there, it was going to be like 19-hour days on my feet. And I was like, I don't honestly know that I have that in me currently.
Mm.
And I don't know that I have, like, I filmed last year Chicago 34 episodes of 20 questions. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know that I have that in me right now.
I remember the first year you went.
I remember the first year.
Hello.
I was thinking about that. Like the production value of 20 questions has gone up so much for the first year that it was filmed
scouter
balancing on.
I was like, oh, come. Would you like to do questions?
Well, there were a couple people that I'd prearranged with, like Ian Schoen and the Atlas brothers. But for most people, yeah, you were the scouter. And then like the first half of that first season was filmed balancing a phone on a water bottle and traveler's journals. Like the increase in production value of this show has gone way up in the past 120 episodes.
That's so cool. I remember those days.
Oh, I do too, because I remember sitting in the alcove and somebody walking past and shushing us. And I remember Claire looking like she's about to murder somebody. Because how dare somebody shush us for being in the alcove of a pen show?
This is something funny that comes to my mind, which is the phone kind of like slippery going down because it will heat up and it will not adhere to the unit.
When it got so hot that it melted out of its.
At one point, I was holding the phone.
Aww.
It was so funny,
honestly,
though.
the fact that show made it past season 1, the fact that I filmed 12 episodes in that first season, and only really one was quite screwed up.
And it all started the day of the pizza. I missed the pizza this year. What happened to the pizza night? Did they do it again?
I don't know.
Or I missed it?
I don't know. I thought it was Thursday night. It's always Thursday night.
Thursday. That's why I missed it.
You were not there yet.
Like it was just the increase in production value of that show. Like the fact that I filmed, I think 6 episodes in the last 2 hours before Dad and I left the hotel. And I was at that point stupidly sick, had basically no voice. And I filmed with Annabelle, and Brooks was sitting next to Annabelle, and he went, "That looks like fun. I want to do that someday." And I was like, "Do you want to do it right now?"
No.
Your option is not someday. Your option is like right now or potentially never, because I don't know if I'm ever doing this again.
Yeah.
Those were the early days of that show.
Early days of the show, and look at you now. My friend, congrats. It's still going strong.
Yeah, we're sort of in a break. I'm about to start filming the fall season. I thought about doing a summer season again, but a summer season never does particularly well because everyone wants to be outside doing stuff, and I want people to be outside doing stuff. Let's be clear. I want to be outside doing stuff. I want you guys to be outside doing stuff. I don't want you to be sitting and watching YouTube.
Yeah. No, I'm traveling. I'm sure you guys are at some point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to be doing stuff outside and exploring your own backyard and
But I guess
spending time on the internet.
If you ask again this question to anybody doing the 20 questions, they probably have different answers now.
Well, that's where Revisited came from.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
now there's, but
So
the rule with Revisited has always been Revisited has to be filmed in person.
Yeah.
You can only film Revisited if you've seen me at a pen show.
Yeah.
exactly.
So one day when we finally meet.
And so that is honestly, I think that's made me enjoy the Revisited episodes more because there is no filming of them virtually. It's if we see each other at a pen show, we film it. And if not, well, then you were on 20 questions. And I do have to figure out at some point if I can ask people to revisit it again, because a couple of people have asked. Because if not, I have to write a third set of questions. And if I have to write a third set of questions, I don't know that I can do what I did the first round of 20 questions, which was I finished, very few people know this, I finished writing the first round of 20 questions on the flight to Chicago. Mom was in France, Dad and I were on a plane to Chicago, and I finished writing the first round of 20 questions on the flight. I finished writing Revisited last year around Flint, Michigan on our drive to Chicago.
Oh, that is the anniversary.
A year later, driving through Flint, Michigan, I finished writing Revisited. Like, I'd started them about a month beforehand, but like I couldn't get them quite right. And I finally finished them on the drive, like at the 11th hour of needing to get these done if I was going to start asking them to people. I am really bad at getting them written ahead of time. There's something about writing the questions for 20 questions where I have never been able to just sit down and write them ahead of time. I can sit down and I can write an article for Goldspot in a couple hours that I'm really happy with. But writing the 20 questions for 20 questions and then the additional, I think, 15 for Revisited probably took me over a month with each set. Of starting things, coming back to them. And so if I have to write a third set of questions, that is an interesting suggestion. Would you ever crowdsource a new set of questions? I've never thought about it.
That's interesting. And
yeah, that could be good.
Yeah.
I think if I did, I would probably crowdsource with my YouTube members.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think they see a level of like off the cuff content that is far less produced than what I produce on YouTube most of the time. That is probably more like how I write. But that could be interesting. Because I honestly, I don't know if we're going to another pen show before Scriptus this year. We'll have to see. But I do sort of want to start on a third set of questions at some point.
Yeah. I am planning I'm procrastinating. Right. Maybe. I'm really good at.
I dislike filming the show virtually for a number of reasons. The edits are longer. A lot of the time, like that 20-minute video you guys see on YouTube is actually 2.5 hours of footage from Zoom.
Right.
That I've edited down. And it's a lot more work versus a show episode, which is quite short. And so I definitely procrastinate. I'm notoriously bad at 20 questions. And it's funny for how much people like the show, how truly awful I am at like actually sitting down and editing the show and creating questions for the show. Because honestly, I love the show. I get to sit down with some of the coolest people in the pen world and I get to pick their brain. But it is still one of the most stressful things I do.
Yeah. And then somebody says there that if you travel and you see people in person, questions will come like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Atlas invites me back this year, they invited me in 2024, I think.
That's so amazing.
If they decide to invite me again this year, I would be more than happy to come to the sidewalk sale. It was a great time, an absolutely fabulous time. Filming 20 questions with the L going overhead does add a level of complexity. There is, David has said we need a 20 questions blooper reel. There are many 20 questions bloopers. How many are safe for the internet is a different question, but there are definitely bloopers from the Chicago season that are actually from the sidewalk sale season that are just a bunch of us laughing hysterically as I ask a question, an L goes overhead, we start again, another train goes overhead. A fire truck goes past. It was the most horrendous and lovely season to film because it had near constant interruptions.
I remember Hemingway Jones had this very quick live that lasted maybe 20 minutes last year from the sidewalk sale, and it was like the struggle was real for him. Like,
the struggle's real.
A lot going on.
The other issue is the store has music in it.
Oh.
And so as a creator, you can't film in the store.
Yeah, and that's why hotel is better.
Yeah.
That is, I honestly, my favorite place to film is the hallway I filmed in at Washington. It was just off the patio that the Black Pen Society commandeers. It was so easy.
Nice.
It was so easy to steal people from the patio and film with them. And it was just like this. We were in this very public hallway, but we were tucked far enough away from the rest of the people visiting in the lobby that it was fun. It was fairly interruption free. It looked super well. That is by far my favorite place to film. And I would say that my second favorite place is the armchairs that we commandeered last year at Chicago that I believe Annabelle or Tori moved from where they were supposed to be. And we filmed with like the pen show in the background.
Yeah.
What you can't see in that video is the menacing security guard that was not super happy with how close we were to the vendor showcase.
I never been to the sidewalk sale. I think that's another. Maybe.
I would describe it more as a trade show than a pen show. It is not a pen show for people who don't know what fountain pens are.
Right.
It is a pen show for pen people that are on a very specific mission for that very specific pen that they want at a lower price point than normal. It's great. Like the number of things that I got to try and test that aren't normally available, the PR stuff that brands were handing out to everyone of new products. It is very much like a trade show vibe where you're going to come home with like a dozen ballpoint pens. And like I'm still using pens that I got at the sidewalk sale and have sort of ranked which ones are my favorite. Though my favorite freebie is probably Sharpie had just released their paint pens to sort of Poscas.
Yeah.
And they are, when my Poscas all end up dying eventually, I will be replacing them with these Sharpie ones because the Sharpie ones are so nice.
Yeah. I have some oil Sharpies. Like they look like acrylic pens, but it's not acrylic. It's paint, but I think it's kind of oil base. So those ones I have. If they release something like kind of acrylic, I will be really, really happy to get, because
They are acrylic, Kari.
they are. I have
Yeah.
those ones, but they are not white as the Posca. The Posca pens are perfect. You shake it, it releases, it gets white. But the Sharpie, it kind of blends with the other colors.
We're talking about these.
Those are not the ones that I have.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the Sharpie acrylic markers.
Oh, okay. They are acrylic.
They are acrylic.
All right.
They come as like a marker, or they come as a brush marker.
Yeah.
And I think they come in 24 colors.
I just need white.
The white's great. Like anytime people see me labeling white paper or black paper in a video, and it's not a Uniball pen, not a Uniball, not a Jelly Roll from Secure.
Oh, Jelly Roll.
One of these things.
Jelly Roll, Uniball, those are great.
I love these. So these are the Sharpie Creative markers that are water-based acrylic.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to go get.
Staples carries them.
Nice.
Yeah.
They came out in 2024, and they were giving them away at the Sidewalks in 2024.
Yeah.
Great. I love them. And they work on everything.
Yeah, talking about art really, really quick, deviating the conversation about products for art. I got a mechanical pencil, and I know, Alexandra, you love your mechanical pencils.
I do.
And I got the legendary mechanical pencil right here, and the lead is 1.1.
Ooh, nice. My Mont Blanc is 0.9, and I only because I don't use
the lead. And I got the pencil to my collection. By the way, you have no idea, but I do own an original legendary.
Very nice. Yeah.
So now I have the lead I need for the
that's the one I want.
So
I like that one. The silver.
I've been using this. This has been my go-to. This is from Pentel this week.
Oh, Pentel. Yeah, I have
the advanced lead piping sleeve so that you don't put it down too far, which I love these. This is the 0.7, but I've got the 0.5 and the 0.2.
Yeah.
I did just, though, Dad is in the US.
0.2.
0.2.
I didn't see that.
I believe it's Japan exclusive, because I also can't get lead for it here. So the person who gave it to me also gave me lead, and I just use it very, very sparingly because I will not be able to get more lead for it. I did, though, just order myself a very pretentious pencil from Goldspot because Dad is in the US next week, and so he's picking up my Goldspot mail. And I had some affiliate credit and some writing credit, and I was like, there isn't a pen that's currently calling my name. And then I was looking around and I was like, but I want to get myself something that like feels special, feels unique.
Yeah.
And it's not just like sort of the basic restock stuff I sometimes do where I'm like, I'm going to buy $150 worth of swatch cards, which I have done. Here is my bag of cola ring dippers from the Atlas last year when I bought, I think I used $200 of affiliate credit and just bought cola ring dippers from Atlas. This is all that's left. We have 6.
Oh,
so my math on how many cola ring dippers I go through in a year was not that far off. I was like, I'm not gonna buy just like anything. So the pencil I wanted was out of stock. they have had a Mont Blanc Bohem at Goldspot for a very long time. Unfortunately, that is gone. And so
Yeah.
my goal of buying a Mont Blanc Bohem at Goldspot is no longer. What they did have, though, is a Pelican mechanical pencil, which it appears they're no longer making.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have one.
because
Mhm.
those ones are very, very limited edition.
So I ended up, and it's already off the website, so I can't show you a picture of it.
Mm.
Oh,
I
Well,
saw some
okay.
lovely mechanical pencils at the vintage tables, and there were a couple of people reselling some mechanical pencils and nice pens. Actually, Claire had a lot of Monte Grappa with diamonds around mini pens, and I don't remember the name of the model, but they were super cute and beautiful, but full of diamonds. So beautiful. But mechanical pencils, I don't mind this is ebonite, which is really nice. And this is old school rubber at the back. I like the idea of the design behind these ones with this Celtic.
Meanwhile, I found my clutch pencil. I don't really.
Oh, I
no, I
want
don't like
that.
them.
That's
I've
the
only had
thicker
one.
lead.
Yeah,
Ah,
I've only had one. You know, it's just a
Yeah.
little too clumsy for me.
I see again. I looked at one. It was on my short list of like unique pencils, but I can show you the ballpoint version of the pen. 'Cause
yeah.
Atlas still
Yeah,
has
I
that.
prefer old pencils. You know, you like old, like this is Venus from I don't know
Yeah.
how long ago. Like those are good leads. I don't know. I
Yeah.
tried clutch. Oh, and then super collectible in Mont Blanc range is that Leonardo da Vinci or whatever you call it sketch, you know, stuff, which is
Yeah.
exactly the same thing, but like
Oh,
Mont Blanc. And that thing is so collectible. I think it goes for over 1,000 at this point. So,
wow.
but
So,
I looked at it and I could get it for cheap once, and I'm not gonna use it. Like, why?
Yeah.
fair enough.
I run out of pencil very often. I write constantly in pencil and I draw and I erase and I draw again and I erase. So mechanical pencils are nice on the go, but I really have lots of graphite pencils.
See, the funny thing is, I have a whole collection of graphite pencils. I have pretty much exclusively used mechanical pencils since I was about 12. And so it made sense for me to get a nice, like, if I was going to treat myself to something and it wasn't going to be a pen, I was going to treat myself to a nice pencil. And so this is the ballpoint version of the pencil.
Oh,
But
I
it is
see.
like, I
It
am
looks nice.
so in love with just like, it's black, it's gold, it's sleek, it looks so pretty. Oh,
It's fancy.
it is fancy. Made all the more funny because it's a pelican, and I believe this is the Instagram tab. No, it's not. Goldspot posted this like 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago at this point. I think most people have seen it. It's their statement
Glitter.
against Pelican's AI post from a couple weeks ago, calling them out for it.
Well,
Which
it's a good pen, a good color.
it is.
Love it.
And I very much appreciate that we finally had a statement from a pen store saying, why are we using AI in the pen world?
Yeah, in art, also in art world, it's just such a toxic thing to be using AI. And I think a lot of like, it's a trendy thing to do these days, but there is not always a full understanding of like why you shouldn't.
Exactly. Well, there was a survey between teachers last week about AI and how we can beat the system of our students actually getting assignments done on ChatGPT and all that stuff. So there was kind of like a survey, but at the same time, at the end, there was a mini vote. What would you do? You would ban or put a clause on the policies that students are not allowed to use AI. And if they use AI, they have to put the reference the same way as they do MLA or IPA referencing. And for me was like, okay, I need to change the format of my assignment in order for my students not to use ChatGPT. And there is a suggestion to go back to handwriting, which is incredible. Which I've been incorporating in a while, like handwritten assignments or reflections done in class that students are really, really open to do. And you can actually see what they write and that the writing belongs to them, really. So I don't know, a huge topic to talk.
I mean, it is, like early days of internet. It was sort of like Wild West in a way. And so this is kind of how it feels too.
Yeah. And I would like, you and I have had conversations about this, Marina, especially when it came to like the April Fool's content in the Pen World this year.
Oh my God.
Other years it's been really creative. Like the creativity that comes out of pen companies for April Fools reminds me of like the same things we see, like the ag world does, where it is like absolutely hysterical and it's fantastic. This year, the only company that I can think of that did something for April Fools that wasn't AI was Retro 51, who released a black tube where you purchased a black tube. Like, how have we reached this point? Because we are a group of people that all use what are, at the end of the day, a pretty antiquated writing instrument.
Right. Yeah. And this just doesn't go together.
It doesn't go together. We are all so particular about what we write with. And the paper we use and the ink we use and, how the nib and the ink and the paper all work together. Who makes our pens? Like all of these little details. And yet we have allowed so much content from AI into the pen world.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, like I'm not spending all that much time on Instagram these days. Yeah. Because it just makes me sad. Because
there's someone, an artist, very interesting artist from Canada that I follow, and she just revealed how much it costs to actually get traction on Instagram if you want to be verified. It's like $650 Canadian a month, which I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like I am getting less views on my pen account than I am on my personal account, and my personal account has 50% less followers.
Yeah.
I honestly think the days of stuff going like really, like Aziza just went viral a couple weeks ago for a brilliant handwriting video. But it was just clickbaity enough to catch the people who aren't in the panel.
Yeah.
Who I think would look at that video and not know it's real.
Right.
Based on the nib of that pen. Because if you don't know, you look at that video and you go, this is fake. And if you're in the pen world, you look at that video and go, oh my God, this is really cool.
Yeah.
But those are two very different reactions.
Yeah.
I think the days of like tiny trees died because tiny trees stopped getting any views. As much as I still like to do it, like there was no point because then it was getting ripped off by different other accounts.
Right.
So what's the point?
Yeah. It's really hard. And then also the plagiarism aspect of
Mm-hmm.
the art world. Some people are learning from courses and they are posting the work that they are learning in the course as their own without referencing, well, listen, I took this tutorial and this is the art. Many artists, they will give the name of the artist, but some other
There
ones.
is a lot of, I love my art community, but I also, in every community, there's a lot of insecurity that people experience. And especially I feel like when it's tied to your algorithm.
Mhm.
And a lot of times artists, the way you can make money is also you promote yourself.
Yeah.
And if it's online, as we discussed with Instagram, and things change, you know, like for me, I'm not accusing anyone, but sometimes my things just go missing in the community studio. They just go missing and no one can find them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's just, or you get like very odd, unsolicited, opinions about your art, or like people, just like sneak take pictures, and it's just very, very odd. Especially if like I didn't come from art world, I came back to it. And that also reminded me of tech world I used to work in, business world I used to. So it's like, it's very kind of, it's like a human sort of insecurity thing.
I would say the art world is starting to feel, especially the fountain pen world, is starting to feel a lot more like the tech world.
Hmm.
Like I'd say 6 or 7 months ago, the conversations around our dinner table, like what we were discussing happening in the tech world and what we were discussing going on in the pen world, slash what I was ranting about going on in the pen world, we're not all that far apart.
No.
And like the issues that were going on. And they are just getting closer, and like the issues that are happening in the pen world are just like prices are going up, like everything's being exacerbated. And like we're seeing big art channels getting hacked.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I believe she's Australian, Color with Claire, who had one of the biggest coloring and pencil crayon channels on the internet.
Oh.
And it, I think, like the night before last, her YouTube channel got hacked and they took down her Gmail account, and like 9+ years of work is gone.
No way.
So it's just like there's this weird, on top of AI, we're dealing with the fact that art channels never used to really be the target of hacks. We were sort of always small enough that no one really paid attention to us. We were always small and niche enough. And now it doesn't seem to matter.
Right, but you can also sort of potentially take over and just swipe it. Like, do you remember the old days with like, was it Bitcoin hack? So suddenly someone's selling Bitcoin to you.
That was popular. I remember receiving so many.
Wasn't it a pretty common ransom thing at that point as well?
Yeah.
Potentially. Oh God. I actually happened to a small account, private account of one of my co-workers a long time ago.
And like I know so many Etsy shops that are being locked out of their shop by the new Etsy AI system. And if we really want to dig into it, Shopify affiliates new AI has kicked affiliate partners, including me, off the platform.
No.
Except we have open affiliate contracts with small shops. Those small shops still think we're affiliates with them. I am now 10 weeks into this. I am 10 weeks into Shopify saying they need to try and figure out how to reinstate my affiliate account. Because I have open agreements with shops on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yet their AI system has kicked me off the platform, and I'm not the only one. Like,
Right.
That's
there
sad.
are, well, it's not just sad, it's detrimental to, like,
Outrageous.
Mhm.
I'm a small
And
creator.
it was not a
but,
human
like,
making decision as
No,
well.
no, it's the AI decision.
and
Well,
like I keep track of like who I've reached out to, so that I know what like people I'm potentially waiting to hear back from. But if
wow.
you were one of the creators kicked off of the platform who didn't know or hadn't kept a good list of what brands you'd reached out to, there's a chance that you've got open contracts with brands that you really wanted to work with,
Mm-hmm.
and you have no idea. And that can be so damaging to somebody's reputation, not knowing
Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to be creating content for a company because an AI has kicked you off the platform.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? That's not good. We need to get more people back in business. Yeah.
I miss real human beings,
Right. I am
which is
relation
yeah.
very much so, especially when it comes to just people's mental health as well. And just it's very important that we balance it out.
Yeah, like I miss real human beings.
Yeah, the contact. Like, I was I was actually watching a video created by the person that created the bullet journal, and he's like he advocates again to reduce the use of internet and social media in order to improve the social communication. For example, um, all those 2 hours that you're browsing in your computer for news or for YouTube videos or for Instagram, suddenly they will become 2 hours for you to get in touch with somebody in person or somebody in Zoom, getting creative connections like let's create art together, or even go learning something. We all uh, we all kind of say, oh, we don't have time to do this, we don't have time to do that, but then we end up in this world uh, full of AI, and we are browsing the AI
Yeah,
instead of chatting.
it's been a while since my last book suggestions to the world for what you should be listening to like bring some positivity back into your life, but also like maybe just sort yourself out. Which we seem to do every year in May. Welcome to May. As always, solving for why, top of the list. This year, though, also, there's a book called What's Next, written by the cast of The West Wing.
Oh,
If you want a dissection into what serving your community can look like, and how to find fulfillment in helping others, I highly recommend it. I'm listening to it on Audible, and in the first 3 days I've had it, I have listened to I think 18 hours long, and I've got 4.5 hours left.
oh, you're almost there.
I'm almost done. I suspect I'll finish it tomorrow. It is excellent. I suspect it'll be something I'll listen to a couple times before I like really get into it. But it is brilliant.
That's fantastic.
Especially at a time where there's so much reliance on AI. The world feels a little bit insane, and it's sort of nice to have a reminder that like the world you can choose to make small decisions that make a difference in the lives of yourself and others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe we should put the suggestion of that book in the comment so people can.
I will type it
Then there is an appointment getting rescheduled due to AI. In my case, I cannot get an appointment because my call always go to the message system and nobody calls me back. That's the worst thing ever when you just receive knee surgery. That you cannot get a follow-up on the knee surgery. That's crazy. I am getting frustrated just to think about it. I want to forget because it's so upsetting. Come on. I need to see my doctor and nobody answers. And I went in person. You know what happened at the hospital? They sent me and said, oh, but you need to call to this number again. I'm there. Give me the appointment. No, you need to call to the appointment system. So I drove there for nothing.
It sounds like the same situation as here with the job interview.
Yes. The AI booked the appointment.
Yep. You know, you don't need HR people clearly anymore.
Yeah, clearly we can just replace entire HR departments with AI and the world will go to absolute shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Remember when somebody called me out in a post for swearing because it's unladylike and unprofessional? Remember how little I cared about that?
My question is, would they?
I took a picture of us and in the chat, just saying.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Like, I remember when people used to post things like that on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, Marina, any news about future watercolor release?
Well, if I'm doing, if anyone has spot for me at the San Francisco Pen Show, I will bring something. Other than that, not really, because I'm leaving for a whole month to deal with my dad's estate again. So this year is kind of very intense for me. But there are definitely going to be more palettes and things like that. So right now, most of my watercolors will be at the shows in person. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to focus on that because that's just easier. I can make and target it towards in person. So pen show this year and then Stationery Fest hopefully next year. If I'm getting a spot as a vendor, I'm definitely going to bring a lot more. But meanwhile, I think I should have another shop update this before I leave, so probably later in May. And I also will start doing things regularly on YouTube. So starting next Monday, it will be either a live show or I'm uploading a video every Monday at the same time, like 5 p.m. So if you don't follow me.
That's good. Everybody follow Marina.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one watercolor update from my side of the world is that Laura over at Cosmic Creations is closing her shop for a to be determined length of time in like 16 hours. So if there's anything, any of the like 400 colors currently in stock, 403 apparently, colors currently in stock over on Etsy. I believe my non-affiliate discount code is still active for the next 16 hours. And
she's got good paint, and she makes good shimmer paint that I don't make. So definitely.
And you know, if you go digging far enough into some of the colors, you'll see some very old photography of mine from back in 2021.
Yeah. Well, the watercolor world has had like a very rough time, as you know.
It has not been I would say 90% of the group chat you and I have is going, oh shit, these people have just closed.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of
being
yeah,
very good people that I know
sad
are
and pathetic.
going out of business. So, it's pretty. Also with tariffs, it hasn't been easy for American-based businesses.
No.
Well, and no one's shipping pigments into the States right now.
Right. That's true.
Kremer's closed their New York offices. Jackson's won't ship pigments into the States currently. Schminke won't ship pigments into the States currently. I think Pigment Tokyo still is shipping pigments into the States. But most European companies have just like said peace out. I have to say, I was really sad when Kremer closed their New York offices. Like, it was such a stunning location.
Yeah, they had it since the 70s.
It was so sad to see them go.
Yeah.
Followed by them shutting off, U.S. shipping, which was a real blow for a lot of people.
That's no good.
Yeah, it's just a little too unstable. So this is also kind of, I'm having a very unusual year to begin with. But, this is sort of my also way of like stretching out my pigments because I have enough to last me for a while. But if I would make a new palette every other month, I don't think I'd last.
Oh, wow. But are you able, for example, to go purchase across the ocean, let's say?
When I travel, I definitely. So I also have pigments place. So I'm bringing some stuff back, definitely. But yeah, that's just a reality, And also for me, for example, the beautiful Yinmin blue that I used to buy right here in the United States from one of the guys who was working on it initially. He also made it later in small quantities for people like me to purchase. He's not making it anymore as well because he's unable to get specific materials anymore.
It's like so many of the raw components are missing. And I think so 31 Purple Fish, who basically runs a cult.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good word for it. Yeah.
love her paints. Basically a cult. Has always stayed away from cadmium colors. But has apparently had a stash of cadmium pigments. And has sort of reached the point that she's having to dip into those pigments. And I think a lot of small makers, if they aren't closing up shop, are sort of reaching a point that everything is sort of a bit up in the air. Like, when I think about where we were in 2021, 2022, Schminke hasn't released a new super granulating set in 3 years.
Yeah.
It has been 3 years since Schminke has released a super granulating set. Schminke hasn't really released anything new in the past 3 years. They've released some repackaged stuff. But other than Cochineal in late 2024, the last big release they had was Yintico. Oh, that sort of bombed.
Oh.
Well,
yeah. For people who are not familiar with paint, but I don't think I have to tell you, but I'll tell you. So cadmium, if you make paint out of it, it's very bad for your health. I basically had to promise when I started making paint years ago, I had to promise a health professional that because I want to have kids, I will not make cadmium paint.
Cadmium color.
Yeah.
Wow. She was very intent on it.
I'm like, I want swatches. There's Yintico.
You're looking for swatches for cadmium?
No, for Yintico. To be fair, like most of these had cadmium.
I don't see anything. I have to get close to the monitor.
Yeah, I remember it was tiny things too.
It was a 5 ml tube. I think it cost me almost $60 at Jackson's. And it was worth it only because Schminke blocked me on Instagram for 9 months.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, that was not a lot of people know like your adventures and mishaps in the world.
The lore of the pen world when I
Mhm.
ended up being in contact with the Schminke science department and going, why did you release this?
Mm.
Clearly it does not work. That being said, it is one of the most fun pretentious paints I own, second only to Yin Men, which is also incredibly pretentious
And very different from different producers, from what I've heard.
It's
Very
super different from different producers. My Yinmin video is one of the most fun videos I ever made. I loved the Potter's Pink video because it was Potter's Pink and I got to be super nerdy and it was really the first long form video I ever shot.
Mm-hmm.
My Yinmin video, where I got to be super nerdy about blues and mixing and blue pigments and like the granulation pattern of things. Oh, I know most people here are just here for pens. I know
Mm-hmm.
none of you watch the watercolor videos, which is why they so rarely happen these days. But like, if I could go back and make another pigment, or like PBR7, if I could go back and make another pigment video like PBR7, that would be so much fun. Because they were like, as Marina knows, like depending on how a pigment's harvested, how it's processed, what binders are used, the color is going to be so different.
Mm-hmm.
I have what is a stupid palette. I know it's a stupid palette. No one needs as many paints as I have, and I pretty much only have it because I've worked with Laura and for Laura since 2020. Actually, it's like, oh shit. It's 6 years since I started to work for Laura.
Already.
Holy shit. I was just a little baby. Like, I remember sending her a text and going, you should be doing this. And she did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and now, like, almost 18,000 sales later, like, I was order number 37. I have a text from another paint vendor where I texted them and went, do you think this Etsy shop that has 300 colors listed is a scam?
Probably.
But it wasn't. It was real. And she just had a whole bunch. That's just who Laura is. Laura is a person that does not know what it is to limit the number of options available.
She will put all of those.
She will put all of the options on the table. That's crazy. 7 years. It's 6 years. Wow.
Some of the not pearlescence, but the shimmers are really great.
Wow. It's like most of this up here is all her.
Ooh.
And lots of those up there are long discontinued or unreleased.
Oh.
But these are all, actually, most of these are unreleased. Most of these are like, the way it works in the pigment world is that you can order small quantities of things to test. And so for a long time, when she did that, there would be 2 pans made. I'd get one, she'd get one. So she had a reference pan and I had like a futz around with it, test it out, how does it actually work pan. So I have what is probably the most complete collection of her colors. I think the last time I counted, I had 600 pens from her,
Nice.
which is about 60% of what the shop has made in the past, like, 7 years.
Where is she located?
Colorado.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? I think the economy is going really, really intense everywhere. But if you think about the amount of people that consume products in the US, I think the market should be should improve. You know, like all this situation is not helping, but
Mm-hmm.
it's vice versa. You know, like they are not.
Yeah, and it's also, I think it's known that the US, by its nature, is very consumer intense. It's very like it consumes a lot. And then Europe,
The amount of people they have
we're
also,
not
like
consuming
compared to
that
Canada, we are now nobody, like we don't have people here.
much.
It's very small compared to the amount of inhabitants in down there. So I guess
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like I feel like just a relationship is also very different in the US with just consumerism, but also how you see buying things. And yeah, it's just I think Hemingway Jones had this kind of what he was thinking from his kind of part of, you know, he is a banker. He's just like, you know, if we don't buy a lot in this generation, that will affect our just the future, the way people think about buying things, and that's gonna slow things down because just yeah, just is what it is. It's all of this is psychological also behavior, like buying, and you know.
Yeah. For a lot of people, it's a dopamine hit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And especially when things are not going well, that's the one thing you can treat yourself with, and that's the one thing you can control.
Yeah.
So.
And as David said, when we're paying more for fuel, the price of everything goes up.
Things are connected. That's the thing. Yeah.
Everything's interconnected. And as much as there are people that don't want to admit it, we live in a very globalized world currently, which affects everything. And I think finding things that you can do that bring you joy and make you happy and bring you fulfillment without having to spend money or spend a lot of money are very important, because there are going to be times that you just need to get out of your own head. And being able to get out of your own head, I think it was Drew and I who talked about it when I was on Anything But Pens. Being able to get out of your own head is like an essential life skill.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of practice to be able to like get out of your own head and just
do it.
Do it, but also be able to zen yourself out and sit with yourself and just be okay. When the world is on fire, figuring out how to zen yourself out enough that you can just remain a functional human being.
Yeah, I agree.
What I do, because I do have these patterns, but I'm very, very kind of conscious of them. Like right now, going through like the patterns of grief and its weight. There are moments I know I'm consuming more. But what I did, and it was not connected, but I'm glad I did it. I'm one of those people that like I can purchase things, and I did last year, and then I sort of put them away. And when I feel like I need a treat, and again, I purchased it last year, things were way cheaper. And I open it, and for me, it's like, oh, amazing! And I
new
save money
thing you have
too in that process.
I am a big fan of buying pens at pen shows and putting them away. if I'm at a show where I can get it for a much better deal than I can get it for in Canada, and it's something that's been on my list for a long time, I'm going to get it. So, for example, the Platinum Music Man that I picked up in Philly. That pen, other than when it was seen on camera in the unboxing, has not been out of its box.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be. It's probably going to come out of its box near the end of the month. But until then, it's going to sit in its box, and it's fine. There are other pens I can play with. I have no desire to pull it out of its box yet. And when I need that little treat or the pick-me-up, I have it. But it's money I've already spent.
Mm-hmm.
It's money I spent at this point like 5 months ago.
Yeah. I am bad. I don't put away right away. I use it. I open and I use it and I put it like in my rotation, and I try my best to use everything that I have. I should actually contain myself of purchasing because I do have a lot, especially inks. And you saw the amount of ink that I came back from the show. I should contain myself. And I said, oh, I don't need more inks. But then suddenly new inks are coming. I actually should practice more. Stop.
Honestly, I've now been part of Ferris Wheel Press Jubilee since 2023, I believe. I don't need to buy ink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The only inks that I still sort of need to purchase are inks for vintage pens. So like Waterman stuff, like too super safe for vintage, because my vintage pen collection has grown. I'd like a couple more colors than what I've got. But I think there's a picture maybe up on Instagram. I reorganized my Ferris Wheel Press shelf. I have more inks to put away from Ferris Wheel Press. At some point, I've just got to call the shelf, because I have almost every fairy tale and everyday ink that they have come out with in the past 3 years. There are inks that I don't use. Why am I keeping them? I don't use them.
Oh, but just having inks is, I don't know. I just saw new colors that I don't have, inks that have no shimmer, that are just perfect for some of the pens that I have that don't get glitter. Like, for example, I have some gold pens that I don't want to put glitter on it, but these colors are just perfect for those pens. Those are the colors that I got. I think I purchased the things that were more thought, I would say, and they put a lot of effort in the design at the same time, especially with the boxes, because I am really, really a fan of the Japanese artists. So
yeah, like I use pretty much the same 12 to 24 colors of ink in pens all the time. I have a lot more inks than that, but I use the same 12 to 24 colors. What really struck me about a month ago, I was tidying my office, was the number of pen cases I've collected. There's definitely going to be a pen case sale in the future, because I have too many pen cases, and really there are only a couple that I use all the time. And the ones that I consistently come back to are ones that no one else is going to have a really amazing story to them, including the Drew Brown shirt from Rickshaw. These never became a thing. I'm obsessed with it. I use it all the time. No one understands why I'm obsessed with it. And I love it because it's the pattern of Drew's shirt. But
it's so Drew.
Because it's his shirt pattern. It's like the weirdest, nerdiest pen world thing ever. But I've got so many Rickshaw sleeves I don't use. And then the one that I use all the time is Drew's shirt. which sounds really creepy when you say it out loud. But
Yeah.
it's like there's one pen case I use all the time, and it's Drew
That
Sharp.
one.
Because no one else, like, I think Brookshire did this really short run of them for Drew. Drew gave a couple of them out to friends, and I think kept the rest. I have one, and I don't know who else had them. I know he had them at Washington last year. That's where I got mine.
Wow. That's a nice pen case to have. I think I like to get a Claire Coco pen case because there is a meaning behind the design that she did, and it has an elephant. And for me, elephants are good luck. So that's one pen case that I would like to get.
One of the things I like about it is it always makes me smile to use it. I pull it out and it just makes me absolutely grin. And no one else understands why it makes me, like, if you're not a pen person, you don't understand why it makes me so happy. And as a pen person, I go, yeah, but it's Drew. It's like, he is the most sunshiny, unicorny person. He is one of the only people that I will get up for a 6:30 breakfast for at a pen show.
Yeah.
And after we were still filming something at midnight, like, the man's a saint. He picks Mom and I up for breakfast at like 7 a.m. so we can all be back on the show floor at 8 a.m. But if I'm going to add something or keep something to my collection, it's going to be something that makes me smile. I was so happy Farney's did a soft opening.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I did actually cry when the post came across my feed that Farney's doors were open, because I know how stressed that team has been trying to get that store open, and all the delays they've had, and just how stressful it's been for everyone. And the sense of relief I felt at the fact that they were having a soft opening, that the doors were open, that, like, they were finally, they weren't totally across the finish line, but they were sort of there, was
Fully renovated.
I am so far away, and, like, the weight that was lifted off my shoulders, because I have been so stressed for them, because I've wanted this project to succeed so badly.
Yeah,
I was so happy.
totally.
Especially because last year's pen for Farney's was the Willard, and it would have been really awful for them never to have moved into the Willard, and for last year's Cherry Blossom pen to be commemorating them moving back into the Willard. That would have been horrific.
I think I'm gonna go visit the store, especially in August when I go to the US again.
Oh, when you go to DC?
Yeah, when I go to DC, because I'm going to Massachusetts at the end of the month, this month, and then I'm going back in August. Oh, my earring got caught in my ring. Yeah.
I don't actually know I don't know that Farney's has posted hours yet. I think it's just like, come and see if the door's open.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that is very, especially in DC and here, it's so hard. Like, most of the shops I know, it takes a year until you're able to, because there's so many regulations, especially if it's a historic place, like what's there.
And the Farney's website's back online.
Oh.
So go shop, go spend money with Drew. None of us have an affiliate for Farney's, but, like, go spend money with Drew.
Yeah, I'd love to
It's
have
a
him
good
over.
thing.
We should have him over if he ever wants to come on.
We should. Oh, I love Farney.
Did I break my...
They had I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have such a good catalog.
Yeah, I used to receive it. It's been a while. I don't remember when was the last time I got one. Maybe last year?
like the Farney's catalog used to be a Gold Spot catalog.
I got a couple of catalogs. Way
That's what we can
before.
ask him if he wants to come on. Catalog.
It's such a like the Farney's catalog. Claire used to send them to me. She used to order 2, and Claire used to send them to me. So I have to think they've stopped doing them. But
I think he told me, I talked to him at some point, and he told me they're going to keep it for a while, but maybe not.
well, like everyone got rid of their prints. Gold Spot got rid of their prints.
Mm-hmm.
Gold Spot had a nice magazine.
Gold
Mm-hmm.
Spot had a lovely magazine. Somehow I don't have a Farney's. I have a very damp gold, or what was at some point a very damp Gold Spot catalog from the old catalog.
Yeah, the Gold Spot I remember.
I have a Faber-Castell store demo catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, doesn't everyone want to know what display cases you can buy for your store and office? Actually, this thing has my favorite Faber-Castell product in it.
Oh, that question is for me. I got tempted to get the triple stack nib. Of course I did. I got the Zodiac pens in order to change some of the nibs later, and I have in my radar one of those nibs that I saw from you, and I want to get something wider, but on the horizontal side, so it's going to be like a super wide, like probably triple stub.
Ooh.
So something more calligraphic to do Gothic kind of writing.
And then I think Alexandra got a question.
I did see the question. I'm just seeing, I can't show you the product on Farney, so you're going to have to look at it in the catalog. So the first time I ever saw this was in this Faber-Castell catalog. How I got the Faber-Castell store demo catalog, I still don't know. But it's like the store ordering catalog that lets you order display cases on the back and crates of things. But inside contains what I believe to be the best product in the pen world, which is leather elephants. A baby and an adult.
Yay!
You can buy these.
I love elephants. They are so beautiful.
3 colors. I want one of these so badly. I have only seen them once. Rachel Lee had one. She had one at DC last year, but it was not for sale. I have never seen these in store. As far as I'm aware, like these exist in this catalog and nowhere else. But they are, as you can see, they are a pen holder.
So cute.
They are a leather elephant pen holder. And A, I think Claire needs one, and B, I need one for my desk. Because as much as I think the new Girologio pen holder,
actually,
great,
I need that one for my school desk, because my school desk it's a little bit more muted than this one, and then I just need that. It's just perfect for my desk.
Apparently, they're online. Who stocks these?
I want that. Elephant display.
Leywin's has them.
Leather. Sorry.
Leather. Leywin stocks them. Or Amazon. Like I'm obsessed with these ever since I first saw them in this catalog.
Okay, I need to find that online.
Many years ago.
Right here, right now.
Like they come in their own dust bag, Kari. Like the joy these things bring me.
Okay. They sell it in Amazon.
Yeah, but Leywins has them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Here they are. I need this in my life now.
Like,
How much is
This
it?
is the best.
they're not cheap. The
Yeah, I
MSRP
figured.
on these,
Cheap. $300
yeah,
Canadian,
MSRP
sorry.
on these back in, this is
And
2020,
it's sold out.
2024. This was $290 MSRP USD. So I have to think they've only gone up.
That's so cool.
Like, this has been, you know, you have those items that you go, if I see them at a pen store, I'm gonna get them. Like, if I see it, I'm gonna get it. If I see it, it's gonna come home with me. A Mont Blanc Bohème for a reasonable price, and this have been on my list for over 2 years.
I like it. Okay, Mont Blanc Bohème, it's out there for me, so maybe probably never, but I'm still saving for the Jane Austen one, which is
Yeah.
closer to what I want, and it's coming soon.
Like,
Nice. Yeah.
there's a person that has a whole family of them on their
It
desk.
soon means Christmas, maybe.
Okay. Well, this year. You're optimistic for this year?
Maybe Mother's Day I get some more saving.
Aww.
Yeah.
So welcome to my new obsession.
Thank you.
I just tossed in the Atlas product recommendation.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh,
Very much appreciated. Imagine if I bring the elephants to Atlas. That would
yeah, the reality is that I could always just email my favorite Castell contact and go, I would like one of these gray ones in Canada, please. How does that happen?
Yeah.
How do I go about ordering one? Because Leywin
Well,
seems to only stock the
then-
brown one, and I don't want the brown one. But
Yeah.
like, it's so much more fun to just be on the hunt for it at pen shows, knowing that if I see it, it will come home with me. But
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, we need more whimsy.
We need
And it's
totally
it's a leather elephant pen holder.
Mm.
leather. It's so funny. Well, if Atlas bring that one to the store, that means that Atlas is officially the coolest store ever, because it was already up there for me, because out of all the fountain pen stores, Atlas is the only one that sells washi, stickers, and all these kind of beautiful kind of Cora creations. They have a stock at the back of vintage stuff. It's the perfect store for me because I like all that. No other store have journaling supplies like Atlas. I would say that I need more whimsy.
Yes.
And if they have the elephant, I can put actually my watercolor brushes upside down when they are already dry.
I realized I sort of
colors.
yeah. I realized I sort of needed to go back to this comment. Any chance of us getting a glimpse of your garden on YouTube? I would say that Instagram stories tends to see it more often.
Yeah.
I think Instagram stories has already seen it quite a bit this year because a couple of our fruit trees are very close to flowering, and I've been documenting on Instagram because what else am I going to do? I bought them when I was really stressed, and now they're my little babies. I am always really careful with sort of like how much I share of like the outside of our house, just safety wise. So I think we just like have to see. I might film it and then get other people to review it, but never say never is really the answer.
Yeah. So
we need to get this speech by Kari cut as an advertisement for Atlas.
well, you know, there is something sad about me. I don't buy things online. I go in person. So it's really sad that I've been to the store only twice. Enough for me to get a lot of stuff from them. But it's unforgettable. It's very unique. I love it. I got the chance to sit at the cafe across the street and do the drawing of Atlas. And then I did postcards of Atlas later. I think just visiting the store is amazing. The people working there is so fun. I don't know. I think the vibe is there.
I haven't been, but I remember Chicago was like the first place I went to when I used to travel from Europe with my choir.
Mm-hmm.
Used to sing. And so I kind of like remember, Chicago very well. Haven't been to the store, but I feel like, just like living in the West Coast now, it's just like I don't travel to East Coast whatsoever. It's just like, it's kind of, I fly over because I go to Europe and back. I don't know if it's in the cards for me, people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be nice one day.
It would be nice one day, yes. I wish I can travel more, and I wish I can go to stores more often. I think it's more meaningful for me to go see the things and meet the people than do this consumerism online, because I already consume a lot. Imagine if I add to the in-person purchases the one online, I will be completely broke. So I prefer saving.
I feel like that's a good strategy. And that's like, again, like what we were talking about, right? How you like sort of, how you prolong it.
And then I go broke in the show.
There you go.
No, it's nice. I'm going to visit the city. I don't remember the name of the city in Massachusetts. I'm going to see one of my friends. She moved there recently. Well, not that recently, but I haven't been to her house before. And probably I will pass by Boston. They told me that there is a nice, cute stationery store called
the Paper Mouse.
Yeah, the Paper Mouse.
Yeah, it's cute.
Actually, I have the pencil here that my friend gave. The Paper Mouse. Look at the size of the pencil, how much I use that pencil. Mm-hmm. I don't use the rubber, but look at the size.
Nice.
And that one I don't use anymore. That's why it's there. But I'm gonna visit that store. They say that they have nice special edition of pens that they do for the store, and I'm gonna go see.
Nice.
Well, and they aren't that far from the Boston top drawer location.
Okay.
But you can get top drawer if you're coming to San Francisco. We have several here as well.
Yeah. Very nice. So my plan is in the future to have a collaboration with Tori that is stationery stores washi tape. So I will do all the drawings that I do in my travels of stationery store in washi tape.
Nice.
So that's a good idea. Maybe I can fit this year that store, and then of course Farnes if I get to visit that place. That's a nice building to draw.
Oh, it's a pretty
one.
Well,
the Willard is so pretty. Like, I remember when they told me that they were moving into that location, and I was just, A, it's a location they've been in before, a very long time ago. But B, like, that hotel is so pretty.
Yeah.
And it's such, like, they're right across, I think they're right across the street from the U.S. Treasury. Like I think it faces onto the street across from the Treasury, and it's just spectacular.
Yeah, I need to go visit more stores. I started doing storefronts in every pen show that I went, and now it's like, oh my god, I need to get this store. I need to. So in Montreal, I have most of the Montreal ones. The Toronto ones, I'm missing some. I'm missing the paper plus cloth, and the other one, I have the other two. I have
There are a lot. There are a lot more than two. In Toronto.
I know, but I haven't been to those. So if I go, I will do it. It's just the ones that I've been to. I know.
I would love to see you do the one in the path system in the tunnels.
Oh.
Do you not know about this one?
No.
Oh. So under the Sheraton Center is House of Fine Writing.
Oh yeah, somebody told me, and we couldn't go.
Yeah.
When we were staying. Well,
he's brilliant. It's a great, like, super high foot traffic location because it's right in the banking district, and it's on University, and it's on Hospital Boulevard.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a block from City Hall. It's a fantastic location, but it is in the tunnels underneath the city of Toronto.
Yeah, well, I haven't been there. I met the owners though.
Maybe 13 feet wide.
Yeah, I met them at the Toronto Scriptus, and they say, you need to come and visit us. And I never, ever had the chance to go visit. They were at the table next to Fight Event. They went like a couple of years ago. They went. Okay. Last year they went, yeah. House of Fine Writing. Yeah, they went. He went. And yeah. I bought a pen from them at the Toronto Scriptus, and they were like, oh, you need to come and visit us. And yeah, I've never been there. So
I love them.
My next visit.
It's so much fun. Because also, like, because they're in the banking district, they keep the weirdest hours.
Oh.
Like, it is, I think he closes at like 3:00. Oh. It's the weirdest hours for a stationery store. But it's in the tunnels underneath the city. And, he doesn't need to be open all the time because his consumer market disappears at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Well, maybe the weekend. Is he open on the weekend? No. So I would never go visit then.
Like, it is. I walk past more often when it's closed than when it's open. I've been once when it's been open. I only know about it because Dad was at a meeting downtown, walked past, went, did you know there's a pen shop in the path system? And I went, what do you mean there's a pen store in the path system? And he said, it's at the bottom of the escalators of the Sheraton Center. And Mom and I took a trip downtown just to find it.
Yeah.
We went downtown purely to find this mythical pen store, and it is such a juxtaposition of a pen store because he has like limited editions that are long sold out everywhere else.
Nice.
Like, he had the Pilot highlighter, not the Pilot highlighter, the highlighting pen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like limited edition box set next to like Lamy ballpoint pens. It is, and then like at the end you've got like this tiny little case with LED lights, which has 2 Viscontis in it. And I think, if I remember correctly, the most popular pen he sells is a Visconti Homo sapien.
There you go.
Followed by ballpoint pen refills.
Yeah.
And while I was there,
I imagine
3 different people came up and said, I need a refill for this pen. And he said, what refill does it take? And they said, I don't know. And he took apart the pen, he looked at the refill, and he sold them the correct refill for the pen. And I thought, your target audience.
Yeah, that's it. I think
because all these people have received pens as gifts, and none of them know what they take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I could sit across from that store and people watch for hours and be happy. Like, I'm sorry, leave me here with a coffee. I'll
Yeah.
just be here.
Well, I saw, this is completely out of the way of what you're talking about, but I remember when you say the highlighter, my friend Eric bought a Mont Blanc highlighter.
Oh, I have that.
You have it?
I have
I've
two.
looked at it.
With the green refill.
Yeah, they only carry 2 refills, and that's all you can get, yellow and green. So mine has a green, and then my husband's has yellow.
You're fancy.
Well,
So
that's
much
the
for the
only
highlighter.
highlighter he would have. That highlighter got so popular, I got to find and buy another one for his colleague because she wouldn't let me alone. Because
No.
that thing is gold, apparently, for like their job. It's just so much more superior than either highlighters they use. So
Well, I can see, like, it's, I don't know, it's like the fancy mechanical pencil conversation. Like, if you're gonna use a tool all day every day, wouldn't
listen,
you rather use
I'm pretty sure
A
this is the most
nice
expensive
highlighter. I will have to agree on that. But the refill, how much is the refill?
refill is not. It's like $20 for a pack
Well,
of 3, I think, 2 or 3.
yeah, that is an option.
okay.
Like,
But
for
they
a
last
good
a while.
highlighter,
No, I
like,
mean, like,
it's,
the people that asked me to set them up with the Mont Blanc, including my husband, are not the people who have a Mont Blanc, have ever had a Mont Blanc. They've had things that are close to big pens. So for them to understand the quality that they're getting after using years and years of using regular highlighter, like,
now they're getting
you know.
the heavyweight highlighter.
So yeah, it's like fascinating. But yeah,
Fancy.
one.
Do you cap your highlighter or not?
Cap it, man.
Do you cap your highlighter or not? That's crazy.
no, it's like isn't it Parker that like very briefly did a lighter in like the 45 body or the 51 body?
I think it was so brief, I don't remember it happening.
I'm like, I seem to remember there being a Parker lighter that existed all of like a year and a half.
Yeah. I don't
Sorry,
remember.
I hijacked your highlighter story. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know where mine is, but if I find it, I can show it to people.
Thank God for eBay.
oh
Yes,
my
true.
goodness.
Welcome to the Parker lighter
Ooh.
in a 51.
Oh.
This is one of those absurd products that I go, why did you ever exist? Can you just share my screen, please? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Oh.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
dude. Did I ever send you? Peyton Street Pens had it. Might still have it. If you go on Peyton Street Pens, they had one that had a holy water mister in there.
So you did send it to me, and I did a whole bunch of research on it and why it exists. There's so much lore to the existence of the holy water Peyton Street Pens, Parker. Like,
That's so funny.
if I could get my hands on it, I could do an entire
Why
like
would they do
90-minute
that?
video on this pen and its existence and why it exists. Like,
For
Okay.
Vatican. I think
I-
it's this
yeah,
for
I
Vatican.
understand, but
it's like
I don't understand at the same time.
the lore of that pen is crazy.
What it is good though is that in that cubicle for the water, you can bring your ink or not.
Like,
If you don't use the water.
like this.
Sorry, I need to light a candle. Let me get my Parker 51.
Yeah, no, there was a good commentary on the Parker situation.
Like I don't
Ay,
get
ay,
how it
ay.
would. I don't get how it flicks. I mean, like the wheel looks too small to flick it like it's a lighter. I'm gonna be real honest. Like I've spent way too much time looking at these pens trying to figure out how they light. I believe they only existed for like an 18-month period because I
Yeah.
happen to remember from my research that like the flint would set the barrel on fire.
Yeah.
Um, like
Well,
so very few of them exist.
both pens could be good addition for a priest to light the candles and do the blessing.
Oh, that's
Maybe they
true.
were created for the Vatican, as you mentioned before.
I mean, Vatican is just people don't understand how actually big and diplomatically intense that place is, and how like those priests are not just your regular priests. So
They
who
have a
knows?
political position there.
I mean, they have it has so much. It has its own post, which I only use their post. I don't use Italian post because Italian post is where things get missing. So Vatican is secure in that sense. Postal offices, they have their own train. They have it all, man. So why wouldn't they have their fancy Parker holy water,
It's
mister?
like
Holy water.
the Parker's still available at Payton Street Pens.
There you go. It's like $400, right? See,
It
see,
is $400. If you
Oh,
are
okay, so there is this actually the sign of the priest.
yes.
So that,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Now I
You
understand.
know, oh no, sorry, it's out of stock. For reference only out of stock.
Oh,
So somebody has bought this.
Oh,
So maybe
Since you
they'll
and I
have
were
one more.
discussing
somebody
this,
might have
somebody
that.
bought this.
Good.
Um,
No,
based
I
on the
agree. It could be for
61
last
model.
rites. It could be for so many things, not only last rites, man. It's so
No,
many things.
I understand that.
Like
But it's
It
awesome.
was- For
It
me, at
is.
the beginning, I said, what was the purpose of that? And now I understand.
Nice. I mean, and you can do so much. Like, just imagine you can fight the bad with it. You can fight the vampires with it. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Like it is.
No. Well, for in my personal case, I was born and raised in a Catholic household. My mom would completely buy that pen, for example.
No, totally.
What,
No,
what,
I can see
yeah.
that happening.
What
Yeah.
I love about it is, like, look, there is the ink sac, which is a holy water sac in this case.
Nice.
It's like there was such innovation going on at pen companies for a period of time. Yes, we are doing fun things with nibs these days, but like our pens are so boring. Like, what do you mean we were putting lighters in Parker 51 in like 1950 something?
Highlighters in
Highlighters or
the Mont Blanc.
holy water dispensers
Yeah.
in Parkers. Like, sorry, where did the creativity in this industry go? And
No,
can we have
sorry.
it back?
Yeah.
And I have to agree, if you're collecting this type of items, it would be really precious to have a type of item that actually can get holy water inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's another variation of it that just sold a couple months ago on eBay that is a completely different variation of the holy water pen. So how
Okay.
many different variations of
How
this
many
pen
variations?
existed?
Okay. Maybe they are actually made specifically for the Vatican. Why not?
Who knows? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
How
even
many priests go pass by the Vatican and get a pen?
I mean, there's they come in from different countries, don't forget. It's
Yeah.
a huge
Like,
congregation.
Did different dioceses each have a slightly different design of the insignia? Because this one has a totally different insignia on it.
I don't
Was
know.
it diocese specific? Because
We don't
if
know.
so,
Gotta find out.
like-
That's a research paper.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
You know what? I have currently holy water in my house in a bottle that is not a bottle of ink, but it's similar to a bottle of ink. And I currently have. that in my household. But a pen with holy water, I never thought of carrying because of
Like,
the size, maybe.
like there are entire threads.
Well, David, I know a lot of people too. I'm
One
yeah.
second. Waterman made one too.
Oh, Waterman.
Waterman made one too.
Awesome. Well, it makes sense. French.
Well,
Yeah. So here's the question: is there a person out there that just collects? Like, okay,
the lighter.
I know there are people that collect old like pens that have. Was it Chrono that used to do painted pens of the Old Testament?
I don't know.
I forget what company it was. There was a company that used to do painted pens that were Old Testament. I know people, I've come across people in the pen world that just collect those pens.
Oh.
Are there people out there that just collect Catholic fountain pens?
There are, yeah. I don't, but I definitely like just someone who collects antiques and vintages in general. A lot of people into crosses.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
antique. I have a very serious collector, antique collector in my group, and she searched all over the world for stuff that she's collecting, especially vintage seals. You know, like the wax
That's what
seals
I
that
do.
we used to.
That's what I do. I collect them too. They're very
Yeah.
expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
She will spend like for a little square like $300-$400 or something.
And the wheels are like thousands and thousands and thousands.
Yes. And she has these kind of sets that you open the seal and you can store those squares inside the body of the seal.
And that costs 10,000 plus. Yeah. Yep.
Kind of Victorian-y time.
So funny story. I have a couple of people in my life who are serious seal collectors. And when I told them about fountain pens and how much fountain pens can go for it, they don't believe me. And vice versa. With like people
about the wax.
Yeah, about the seals.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I looked at stuff after being at a pen show and realized that like maybe handbag people weren't as crazy as I thought they were, because I had seen pens that cost as much as a Birkin.
Yeah.
And so like maybe it wasn't crazy. I have just dropped a thread in the chat because there's an entire blog over on Richard Binder fountain pens.
Ooh.
About every single one that has ever existed.
Nice.
That is a holy water sprinkler.
Yes, thank
you. He has
you.
compiled a list. So you can see them all. There are many of them. There are far more than I thought. And
there's definitely still a market for it.
There's
I don't like going away.
It's yeah. I have to say, like when you sent it to me, like it made sense. But I also went, oh, like clearly the Vatican had this commissioned. Or an individual diocese had this commission. And I actually thought, oh, maybe it was a diocese that was like quite spread out in the middle of nowhere. And they just wanted a way to like be able to transport it safely, or like be able to tuck it away without people knowing what they were carrying. And now knowing that there are, I think I just counted 12 different variations from different pen companies. Like clearly there was a period of time that this was just a thing.
Yeah. There was a comment that maybe that could be a good prop for the new Constantine movie.
I think a lot of them. Van Helsing, for example, too.
Keanu Reeves and Constantine, and they are releasing a new movie, even better.
There you go.
It should have been in whatever the latest or Conclave. Should have been in Conclave. I would have been way more interested in Conclave had
My aunt went.
Parker
Oh, you don't
showed
like
up.
it? I
One of
loved
my
it.
aunts was at the Vatican during
I
the
was so
conflict.
excited. Me too. I was in school when the previous pope was elected, and I almost got knocked off by a nun because he was going like they can get aggressive. Let me tell you, because my school is not too far from Vatican, and like I lived so close to the Vatican that when I opened my window on Sundays, I could hear the mass every time.
I started Catholic school just after the 20, I think it was 2013 conflict, I believe, when it happened. And it was a real time because for all of my classmates that were actually Catholic, it was their first new pope that they'd ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was going from, I was at the school for a very different reason than most of them. I was not Catholic, but I had ended up there. And so I was watching all my friends, or soon to be friends, experience like what a new pope was like. And I was alongside them going, okay, sure. And at the time, we still had nuns that lived on site. They were no longer teaching, but they still lived on site.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fabulous. Like grade 9, when we still had nuns on site, was fantastic. Because by the time I was in grade 12 and like there were new grade 9s, the grade 9s did not know fear.
No.
The grade 9s did not know the fear of knowing that there were nuns living on site. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean you don't have the fear of God in you at the knowledge?
Yeah.
A nun is coming to talk to your entire grade because you've screwed up as a grade.
Oh my goodness. My mom used to play the organ at the church. So every marriage, everything, every celebration, my mom was there and she put us in choir at the young age. But I have a deeper voice than everybody. I'm an alto. So everybody was singing soprano and super, super high. And I go with my voice super low. So we can do harmonies. Very nice. But it was, like Amy said, the worst student in the classroom. I was always the one laughing, and the nun coming to me and say, the next time you speak, you're going to be out.
So David apparently has been through the entire link. From the link, perhaps some enterprising pen maker will take up the challenge and begin marketing a professionally made. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it.
Yep.
David, me. Oh, hey Bart at Zodiac. I have something else for you to make with one of my blanks. If you do this to Bart, A, I want screenshots, and B, I might die a little bit because it's going to be hysterical and he might hate me a little bit, but it would be fun.
Well, I think
it's like, Bart, I wish for you to turn this into a lighter.
I don't need lighters. Well, I have actually the need of lighter because I have so many wax seals. And then I am always like trying to have like a little candle or something to do the melting of the wax.
I went straight to electric these days because it's just faster for me.
Yeah,
they have electric ones.
I
have.
So cool.
Yeah.
No, I still go to school. I have this one. Like, look at it. I just used this one.
Aww.
It actually was hanging like that, and then dropping the last part. I have so many wax seals. Like, nice.
I have no wax seals.
Oh,
but
look
I
at
do
this.
have. Ooh,
that's a lovely one. Yeah.
These ones are from our store. You know, Dennis Science Notes.
Mm-hmm.
She has a wax seal store that makes wax seals very nice.
Nice. I like that. Double-sided.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you're gonna love this. This is a fountain pen. Wax seal.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking into potentially one day trying to make some. I have prototypes. I've never made full-on handles. Like they used to have them like 200 years ago out of ceramic and porcelain.
Oh,
So maybe one day. I have so many different weird prototypes of things I've made over the year that never made a cut and went into actually full-on production.
wow.
And that's one of them.
I have a Harry Potter one.
Aww.
I actually have a big collection of wax seals. I need to use them more because this one, it's like a bee.
Lovely. Love that.
Actually, upside down. I love these.
All right, guys. My laptop, no, but iPad is dying ish.
Oh no!
My
Might be time.
headphones are slowly dying. We're at like 10%.
So this is time to wrap things up. Then,
Yeah.
any questions from our people in the
From
comments?
audience.
Just
Let us
saying,
know.
very, very nice to meet many people that we met this weekend, and very nice to chat with you all.
If someone's coming out to San Francisco, I'll see you because I'm there for the pen show in August, late August, beginning of September.
Yeah.
Booked everything, so I'm there.
I have no idea what I'm going to next. I have no idea what I'm doing next. But I have been writing for Goldspot a lot lately.
Yeah.
A lot of us have. They're publishing like an article every other day. So if you want to go learn about pocket pens or multicolor pens or, you know, are fountain pens too expensive? There's really a topic for everyone over on the Goldspot blog these days.
Yeah. So it says there that it was lovely to meet me at the bar. I agree. I love the pens that you share with me. Very beautiful. The nibs, so good. So good. So, gals, so good to see you. I
So
hope
good
we
to see
can
you too.
connect again soon.
Yeah.
And thank you, everybody, for connecting.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
Bye.
see ya soon again.
Bye.
Bye.